Just had to move the air conditioner from the second seat to the back because Steve's going to be sitting there, and I still haven't taken it inside yet. Welcome to Saturday. We're about to go to the Boston Public Library sale. It's raining outside, as you can see from the lovely wetness of the car. And I think we have I brought the umbrella with us. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. And we're going to go meet up with Steve at the Boston Public Library and enjoy the sale.
If I can find my phone.
Parking in the city is silly and expensive. This building that I'm in right now, that we're parked in right now, is like the building that my company that I work for is in. It's like they take up a lot of this building, and so like the studio that I work in is in a different place, and not in Boston, thankfully, because they have to park here every day and pay like $400 for parking every single month, which is ridiculous to go to work, in my opinion. But anyway, I literally just told my booktube channel, people of my booktube channel, in the book outlet haul I did yesterday, that I'm not going to be buying any more books for myself from now on for the next few months, because I don't need any more books. But I can't pass up a library sale. It's not like I usually get a lot from these anyway. I usually get 1 or 2 books, usually not a whole lot. And that's perfectly fine with me, as long as I can find something and we get to hang out with Steve. It's all good. Elevators. Thanks for holding the door for me.
You're welcome. But my hair, look how blonde. It's looking crazy, right?
Yeah. It's pink at the tip still, obviously.
Yeah.
But
it did, some of the color came out. It did lighten. But I'm liking it. I may dye the ends silver. Well, I'm thinking about it, or gray. Like, to just cover up the peak. We'll see.
welcome back. It's already really crowded in here. There's a line to get in.
Wow.
That's crazy. Hi, Steve. It's been a while.
Hello, BookTube.
Let's see if he has this book already.
Oh, that's right. They got me a present, and it's a book. This is always tricky. Oh,
Do you have it?
I do.
Oh.
This is the Peviar and Volkonsky War and Peace.
Is that a good translation?
It has its strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, dang it.
We
All of which I examined at 3,500 words when it first came out. But I don't have it in a paperback.
Oh, you don't?
No.
We saw you had this like collection on your mantle at your apartment, so we like.
Yes, I don't have
So
a
you
Penguin
have-
Classic Deluxe Edition. No.
Okay, perfect, yes!
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw it.
It's our favorite thing: dogs and books.
My favorite thing is dogs.
My favorite thing is dogs. Dogs and books. Look at this giant stack of. You can't see this from your video filming when you film in here. It's.
What is this?
It's. If people saw this.
Rearranged. They're being moved all over the place here.
Your hair is literally 3 different colors right now.
I know.
Actually 4. There's pink back here, blonde right here, white right here, and purple right here. That's crazy. Especially, I think it's just this light, but it's pretty awesome. Anyway, dogs and books.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Here, I have to show the vlog these. Guinea Pig, Pride and Prejudice, and Guinea Pig, Oliver Twist. Fantastic. This is what I want my job to be someday. Putting hats on guinea pigs and taking pictures of them. And photoshopping them into backgrounds. So these are still in process of being organized.
These are the ones I got yesterday.
Wait, what?
But
The ones on the floor are the ones you got yesterday.
no, this little stack that I brought out here. Is
Okay.
from yesterday. I don't want it to get out of hand.
Yeah.
Like it did. So this is February. Where's February?
Let me see.
Hang up on the couch, baby girl.
What are these? What are you doing?
The penguin. Yeah, penguin. This is the penguin English. Nope, just the penguin classics, the black classics by penguin, that are all in there. And I pulled them out just to make Steve's life harder.
No, you're.
So you can put them all away.
You're advertising them.
Yes, I actually
Okay.
am.
Okay.
A little bit. I'm just starting with A, and then doing B, and then C, and then D, and etc.
Hey, Lucy.
Papa,
So we're
what
gonna-
are you doing on the floor?
So we're gonna order food. We got a pizza. Giselle and I are gonna split the pizza. Apparently you're really hungry. I am also really hungry.
I'm very hungry.
And Steve got a sandwich and some fries, and we're gonna eat. And then I guess we're gonna film a booktube video for Steve. Yeah, he got a stack of books here from that one's from us, and the rest are from the Boston Public Library. And so we'll do a haul of that. That'll be fun to be the cameraman of a Steve video again.
Yes. Yes. I'll want him to catch my good side. If he can find it. No one's found it yet. So how long was that? Was that 10 minutes?
It was like 5 minutes. It was a really short video.
Oh, that was short.
Comparatively to the ones you've made before.
And there's Lucy.
This is the video we just filmed. We just filmed book haul. I didn't actually end up getting anything from the library, so Steve talked about.
He walked out empty-handed, and good for him.
He talked about restraint in his video, and I had some decent restraint. I had 2 books in my hand, but I decided not to get them just because I decided I didn't need them because I have so many already. As does Steve.
Yeah, the place is a little bit of a mess.
That's okay. It's kind of beautiful. Honestly, it's a beautiful mess. And Steve has a plan to fill this wall where the couch is with bookshelves. I'm gonna try to be on the lookout for bookshelves. Maybe bring some over if I can find some, and we can fill this wall up with them.
And this couch, which is old and which served me well in the Crimean War, will go. It will go. And you might be thinking, that sounds like hard work, and I say in answer to that, that's why God made muscular teenagers. They will for once earn their keep. They will haul this couch out onto the sidewalk. And given this neighborhood, it'll be gone in 5 minutes. It will never reach the garbage truck. Somebody will come and get it right away. Without even caring about all the unmentionable dog-type stuff that's been done on this couch over the years. But I figured, I can sit in a chair. The girls are old and they have to help them up here. They can't climb up on their own. And so they would rather a nice comfy bed on the floor, and I would rather an extra wall for bookcases. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it'll be really nice to see what this looks like with just a wall of bookcases right here. This whole room will be bookcases. Really nice. Hopefully the video turns out well. My hand did get a little bit shaky towards the end, but that's fine. I'm not used to holding a phone camera, but...
Plus all the drinking he's been doing. I probably didn't help.
We stayed a bit longer than we meant to, but it's fine. And I let them know it's gonna be a little bit late, and it's all good. So yeah, we've pretty much just been talking and listening to classical music on the way home. Not strictly classical, but more like romantic / early contemporary, so early 1900s and stuff like that. And it's just been fun to listen to music, and I played a lot of them on piano, in groups of a bunch of pianists, so picking out my parts and stuff is really fun. Anyway, but I'm gonna be at work in 2 minutes, and hopefully it's gonna be very fun.
So when I got home from dropping Giselle off, I fell asleep almost immediately. I was very tired. I didn't get very much sleep last night, and so I fell asleep. Fell asleep watching Bob Ross on Netflix. I've been watching his show, and they put all the episodes on Netflix. I've been watching his show whenever I just feel like relaxing recently, so I watched some of that, and I fell asleep, and my phone died. Several hours later, Giselle comes into the bedroom and just pats me on the back and wakes me up, and I'm like, how did you get home? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I looked at my phone and it was dead, and I was so groggy and I was just apologizing over and over because I felt so bad. But her coworker drove her home. She knew that I had fallen asleep, obviously that I hadn't responded at all, and I think she tried to call me or something, and it went straight to voicemail. She was like, oh, he fell asleep and his phone died. One or the other, or both. And so, but her coworker that drove her home lives literally the street over from us, so it was nothing to just drive her and drop her off. So she did, and it was very nice of her. I felt so bad though, and I was like, don't worry about it, it's not a big deal at all. And yeah, that was the thing. And so Giselle went to sleep pretty soon after getting home from work. I think she was very tired as well. But I've been staying up and reading. I finally finished The Obelisk Gate, which is really good. I'm really excited to film. Probably gonna film both a 5th season review and an Obelisk Gate review, and hopefully a September wrap up tomorrow. We'll see. And I finished, and right after I finished The Obelisk Gate, I finished working on my little outro thing for BookTube, and I'll show you the finished version real quick, even though I'm sure you'll have seen it in my BookTube videos already if you watch my BookTube videos. I can't imagine that you wouldn't, and you would be watching this also. Real quick before I do that though, and before I go to bed myself, because I'm about to do that, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you this stuff real quick, and then read a little bit of Bleak House, because Giselle and I started reading this together today, well, she started reading it, and I haven't started reading it yet, so I'm just going to read a little bit from that, and yeah, then I'm going to go to sleep myself, which will be nice, because I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, even though I wasn't feeling tired at all after she woke me up when she got home. I wasn't feeling tired at all anymore, so hopefully I'll feel tired enough to go to sleep. But so a couple things I wanted to show you is that Steve gave to me. I didn't get anything at the thing, Boston Public Library sale. Didn't get anything there because I just didn't. There was some things I was like, okay, I kind of want this, but like not enough to get it, and I'm just also, I don't feel the need necessarily to go out and get stuff because I have so much stuff that I already want to read. So he gave me this because he had 2 copies. Jerusalem by Alan Moore. I requested this from the publisher, but it never got sent to me, so I don't know if they're ever going to send it to me or not, but he gave me the finished copy of it. He had the ARC and this, so he kept the ARC and just gave me this, and it was very nice of him, and I appreciate it very much, and hopefully I can get to it. It's in my schedule of stuff to read because I requested from the publisher. When I requested everything from the publishers, I put it all in a schedule for myself, and it kind of, I knew I needed to do that in order to make sure I can get to everything that I wanted. So I didn't request anything that I couldn't fit in, and I fit this in some week in October, I think, and hopefully I can get to it and finish it and not. Steve said he found it just to be completely incoherent in general, so we'll see how I think of it. And I haven't read anything by Alan Moore. When I told him that I haven't even read Watchmen, he grabbed this off his shelf and gave it to me, which is very nice of him. Thank you, Steve. I'm gonna read this before I read Jerusalem for sure. So, and then Steve also had 2 copies of this, and he was so nice to give me his second copy. It is the Big Book of Science Fiction, edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer, and I'm so excited about this. This thing is just thick and filled with science fiction short stories, and I am ecstatic about it because you know that thing I talked about the other day where I want to do this reading short fiction thing. I'm going to absolutely be reading very, very soon, probably starting tomorrow. I'm going to start reading select stories out of this to see if there's any that I can possibly do the Rhodes reading thing for, and I'm guaranteed there'll be at least a few, and they're not all overly long or anything like some of the other ones that I've been running into. They're not overly long, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun to comb through this thing and try to find something to read out of that. And I'm also just really want to read the short stories that are in it. I think probably throughout the next several months I'm going to try to read several short stories a month from this and try to get through the whole thing because it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I'm so excited about it. And he also grabbed this for me. He said, I told him that I'd never read anything by this author, and he told me it was just like a necessity that I read, especially some short fiction from this author, James Tiptree Jr. And this is a woman who no one knew. She wrote under a man's name, and no one knew she was a woman for a long time, and then she finally revealed herself as that at a Hugo Award ceremony when she won a Hugo Award, and she sounds fantastic, and the way Steve talks about her writing just makes me super excited to get into this. This is a collection of her short stories called Her Smoke Rose Up Forever. Apparently really great shorts, science fiction stories in this, so I'm very interested in it, and I'm going to try to read, especially maybe tomorrow I'll try to pick up this and read a couple. I'm more wanting to read a couple from this other big one tomorrow, but definitely over the next few weeks I'm going to try to pick out some stories from this and read them, and possibly think about doing them for the Rhodes reading thing, / just enjoy it on my own. So anyway, that's everything that Steve gave to me. It was very nice. I ended up leaving with 4 books that I didn't expect to leave with. They're all pretty giant too, so very nice of him. As usual, Steve loves to give away books. Real quick, before I go to bed, I'll show you the finished version of my thingy that I made. I put music to it. I also changed the font. Giselle looked at it and was like, I don't necessarily like that font very much that you chose for the Reading Rhodes, for like my name, the Reading Rhodes. And I was like, oh, I like it. And I was thinking about it more and more, looking at it more and watching it over and over again to make sure I liked it. And I was just like, I don't really like it either anymore. So I changed it to something else that I like a lot better. I made the social media stuff smaller, and like I think it looks aesthetically better on the overall thing. It just makes it look better, and I'm glad I waited to I haven't filmed any videos today, obviously, because I fell asleep, and I might have filmed a video and edited it and put this thing on it without having these alterations, and I'm glad I didn't do that because it wasn't the way exactly I wanted it to be, and I'm glad I changed it. I like my changes a lot better now, so hopefully it'll look really nice when I put it on. I'm going to start putting it on pretty much immediately. So let's see. I had a hard time deciding on the music to put in and what kind of music and like what kind of sound effects. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to hear it, but it has in total 6 different audio tracks, all just kind of layered on top of one another. And yeah, I'll just show it to you, and hopefully you can hear it at least a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, so that's it by itself. So you'll see that on the end of my booktube videos, and yeah, hopefully it'll look cool. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.